Hello, cruisers. This is Rick Wade, the Texas Cruiser. The Wharf Board, Port of Galveston Wharf Board, they had their big meeting yesterday, Tuesday the 4th of March. And the big thing that they had a meeting about, of course, all the regular port business and all, but they have went ahead and voted on the placement of Battleship Texas. Like if you've been watching my channel for a while, I've been saying for a while that the Pier 15 was a spot that the Texas is going to be. It's the obvious spot. Well, the port agrees with me, and they are going to permanently display the Battleship Texas at Pier 15. They're going to go ahead and work out all the logistics and all the rigmarole for the lease agreement with the Battleship Texas Foundation. And the Battleship Texas Foundation is excited about it. They like the location. The location of Pier 15 is right next to Pier 16, which is the terminal. The fourth cruise terminal is being under construction right now for MSC and NCL. NCL's presently going to be working out there too. I still call it the MSC because they're the primary tenant. So that slip there, where if you see, I'm going to post the pictures of diagrams of it, but Pier 15 actually, goes perpendicular to the channel. It's kind of like a 90-degree angle off of where Pier 16 is. That slip is commonly known as slip 14, where it goes up in there. And the Battleship Texas will be going up in there. They'll dam off according to what they were wanting to do. They want to dam off that slip where the Texas is in there, pump the water out, the salt water, brine water out, and put in fresh water, so it'll be better for its haul in the long haul. And then they can, you can read into it. Beyond that, they said that the ship should not create any issues for further development in that area. And like I said recently, or for the last few months anyway, that's a good location for a fifth terminal or an offshoot from the Royal Caribbean terminal, which I've been hearing that it's going to be an offshoot from there, an extension. So for another terminal, for another ship to dock in there between the MSC dock, the pier, and the Royal Caribbean pier. And that's going to be interesting. And there's some quiet discussions going on behind the scenes right now that I know of. Anyway, I'm excited about the Battleship Texas. It's going to be a beautiful location there. It'll be open there, great to see from both the people boarding the ships there at Pier 16 and of course the people boarding at the Pier 10, the Royal Caribbean terminal right next. It's in between the two. So it's going to be great to see that wonderful battleship there sitting there, the Grand Lady of the Battleship Texas. So they also, this has been coming for a while, they needed to update the 20-year master plan was released in 2019. Of course, that's right before COVID hit, and things just kind of went out the window. The master plan went out the window. Next thing I know, they accelerated the timetable for the third cruise terminal, which was the Royal Caribbean terminal, and then Pier 16, which is the fourth cruise terminal. All that stuff was supposed to be later in the 20-year plan. Well, that's coming in much sooner. So it's time to update the 20-year plan that was released in 2019. And they hired the same firm, actually. They set it out for bids and all that, and they come up with Bermello, Jamil, and Partners. They're going to update the master plan. They did a rollout of their presentation of some preliminary work they did, and it's really interesting. They've done, like I said, they've done the previous master plan, and their engineering firm, and they've saying that the maybe not so heavy on the cargo end because changes in the government. They're going to see probably going to see less of the wind turbine blades coming in. And with all the tariffs on the incoming cargo and all, you're going to see less shipments come in for a little while. So I think, and they are saying that Galveston needs to take full advantage of the cruise industry. Of all the stuff the cruise lines are doing over in Mexico, they're doing all this developing of the Perfect Day Mexico, the Royal Caribbean Beach Club in Cozumel, Norwegian Cruise Lines building a new facility down in the Belize area. There's a lot of stuff going on down in the Mexican and upper Central America area along the coast and those little islands through there. And the Galveston's perfectly situated to supply passengers, the cruise ships from there to go to those areas when to be within the 7-day cruise. They did say also there was 70 new ships coming online by the cruise lines. A big majority of that will be coming to the U.S. And they're saying that these ships are going to be going somewhere. So they're really pushing hard for the port to do more cruise development, cruise industry development. Also, they're going to be pushing the safe roads and safe walking pedestrian areas for the port. They're going to be designing new designs and all that for people to walk around among the terminals, the piers, and of course the offshore museum, the Battleship Texas, all this stuff. Be able to walk from the other piers, other docks, other terminals, the Willie G's, that area, the Harbor House. You can walk over to any of these other places, the Katie's Seafood, and of course from the Strand, that you can walk over to these places to tour these museums, these facilities, and they want to make sure it's safe for pedestrians. They did say something about that tunnel. If everybody's seen, that tunnel's been there forever, from the Sky Bridge from the parking garage to Terminal 1, which is now the Terminal 25, what Carnival uses mainly. That's where it's the old Texas terminal, cruise terminal. And they did get $5 million to do the work, to overhaul it. Well, now it's up to 10, 11 million, maybe 12 million to redo it. So the port's going to have to look at how to overhaul, rebuild that walkway, put in good, decent air conditioning so people can walk across without having to get down the road and cross the road and through traffic and all that. So, but see more of that kind of stuff coming up. Of course, the internal roadway system to help move people off of Harborside if they're going to the cruise terminals, they'd be on an internal roadway system. So I'm really anxious to see what these guys come up with. I know that there's going to be some more cruise infrastructure coming out of this, cruise facilities, and I'm real curious about it. Anyway, folks, keep listening to my channel. I'll be reporting all the stuff as it comes along. Other news, I got more news coming. I keep saying that, and as you can see, there's more more news come out almost every week. Anyway, you guys go book a cruise. Hope to catch you on a future cruise. And y'all keep it safe out there. Y'all have a good night.